Faceless creators on OnlyFans. You might currently have a faceless creator as a client, or you're maybe thinking of onboarding one, or you just generally want to know if you should even sign one. So in this video, I'm gonna discuss both if you should even sign a faceless creator and how to market one if you do. Let's get right into it. So being a faceless creator on OnlyFans is attractive to a lot of models. And that's because they want that OnlyFans money without revealing their identity to the internet, and that is a very valid concern. And you as an agency might be thinking, well, should I sign one? So chances are, you can name more attractive women you've seen online that actually showed their face, rather than the ones that are faceless. And so we as people tie a name and identity to a face. That's the normal human instinct. So if you take away the ability to connect someone to their face, we have to replace that with another very specific and unique thing or feature. So something that stands out like a sore thumb, like a very short build, very large hips, huge boobs, even cosplaying can work. Because your goal in general is to always build your model's brand. And to build a brand, you need to connect the things people know to the things that they don't know. So you have to pair something that they know and like to something that they don't yet know. So for example, a person who loves big boobs, they see that you have big boobs, and now when they've seen your content, they make a connection in their head and associate you with big boobs. And now they have a connection of you. And that's brand building at its core, like the most simple terminology. Drawing a connection between the things people know and like, and the things people don't know. And then with time, as they think of you, they immediately associate that thing with you. So if someone is horny, thinks about sees your story or just your name or whatever, into his head, it pops up, yeah, she has big boobs. And that's perfect for us. So, marketing. Most of the time, signing a faceless creator isn't a good idea. Let's talk about why. So as I mentioned, the fans have to draw some kind of connection to your model in their head. And the reality is that most people, including creators, are average. And that's not an insult. That's why, for example, an average height exists. Most people will be around the average height. And following the same principle, most creators don't have something very unique about them. They are average. And so being successful as a faceless creator comes down to two things in my opinion. The first one is having a standout feature about the model that makes up for the lack of face showing. And the second thing is, now this is very important and very easy to understand, but very hard to implement. And that thing is actually making the faceless content not seem faceless and justified. And so you might be confused, what do you mean make faceless content not seem faceless? At the end of the video, I'll be sure to leave some examples of good faceless content that follows the two principles I just described. So as previously mentioned, for most people, faceless models, not a good idea. Because a model that shows her face is superior and easier to market most of the time. But if the model is able to create the type of content in the Instagram examples down below, I left two accounts there for you, if she is able to recreate that content and has a good work ethic and is very motivated to make good content, and that combined with a very specific and attractive standout feature about her, then you can make the faceless creator work. And also, as promised, two Instagram profiles, you can check them out. Good examples of faceless models. I hope this video helps you. That is all.